Radio Lewes. Local webcasting for a worldwide audience.
You're listening to Radio Lewes, where the music matters. Welcome back to Guess the Year. My name is Ben Fuller, and as usual I've got a whole list of music and trivia from one particular year in UK history. And we're going to start you with Living in a Box and Below the House Down. Living in a Box there and Blow the House Down. The 8th of January in my chosen year saw the Kegworth air disaster. A British Midland Boeing 737 crashes into the M1 motorway on the approach to East Midlands Airport, killing 44 people. And on the 11th of January, accident investigators say that the Kegworth disaster was caused when the pilot who survived the crash, accidentally shut down the wrong engine. And on the 25th of January, John Cleese wins a libel case after the Daily Mirror described him as having become like his character Basil Fawlty in the sitcom Fawlty Towers. Soul to soul now, and back to life.
Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality, back to the here and now, yeah. Show me how to decide what you want from me. Tell me maybe I could be there for you. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? Back to life, back to the present time, from a fantasy, yes. Tell me now, take the initiative. I'll leave it in your hands until you're ready. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? How do you want me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need 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 me? I live at the top of the law. No more room no, there's need a change, a positive change. Look at me hang on the wall. Ever do you want me? Yes. However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? How do you want me to be? Back to life, back to the day we had in this foolish game. Hear me out, don't let it waste away. Make up your mind so I know where I stand. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? Do you need me? However do you need me? Tell me now. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me to be? However do you need me?
Soul to soul with Back to Life. This was the year, this is February, that Sky Television begins broadcasting as the first satellite TV service in Britain, and ITV airs the first episode of the Australian soap Home and Away. And sticking with television, Dem Watts, the hugely popular character played by Leslie Grantham in the BBC soap opera EastEnders, departs from the series, which he joined at its inception 4 years previously, as the character is presumably killed in an episode watched by over 20 million viewers. Wendy and Lisa now, with Satisfaction.
Every time you come around, it makes me way too crazy. crazy enough to think you'll last me out. Yes, you are the talk of town. So congratulations, with a smile as good as gold, so don't wear a frown. Every time I see you down, still you're not too bitter. You don't need a babysitter to keep you on your cloud. Baby, you know it's true. I'll never be too uptight to wrap you in my love to just satisfy you. Didn't your mama tell ya? Didn't your papa tell ya? To get a little satisfaction. Well, didn't your mama tell ya? Didn't your papa tell ya? To get a little satisfaction. Every time you come around, my heart beats a little faster. You're all the drug I'm sure I ever need. All the time I do believe your love is like a prayer. I can take you there if you feel a need. If you let me have it all, I shoot for satisfaction, 'cause nothing's ever meant so much to me. But keep in your mind, got to keep on dancing. If all else fails, won't you dance with me? Didn't your mama tell ya? Didn't your papa tell ya? To get a little satisfaction. Yeah. Didn't your mama tell ya? Didn't your papa tell ya? To get a little satisfaction. Love can make down barriers. Well, I think I'll marry ya. Didn't your mama tell ya? Didn't your papa tell ya? To get a little satisfaction. Yeah. Didn't your mama tell ya? Didn't your papa tell ya? To get a little satisfaction. Every time I come around, the shadow of you is still with me, but a shadow just can't take the place of you. When we touch, caress me cool, kiss me deep, my baby. All I have is for you. Didn't your mama tell ya? Didn't your papa tell ya? To get a little satisfaction. Yeah. Didn't your mama tell ya? Didn't your papa tell ya? To get a little satisfaction. If love can melt down barriers, oh baby, I think I'll marry ya.
How about it, Jocelyn?
Little satisfaction. Little satisfaction. In the morning time, I'm gonna set it up. Hey, little satisfaction. I think I'll marry you.
Wendy and Lisa with Satisfaction. And it seems this was a bad year for public transport accidents. On the 4th of March, there was the Purley rail crash, where 2 trains collide at Purley, Surrey, killing 6 people. And on the 6th of March, Glasgow-Belgrove rail accident, 2 trains collide near Belgrove Station in Glasgow, killing another 2 people. And Iran breaks off diplomatic relations with the UK over Salman Rushdie's controversial book, The Satanic Verses. There had already been demonstrations on the streets of Bradford by the Muslim community, and the Ayatollah Khomeini implemented a fatwa, or order to kill him, which sent Salman Rushdie into hiding. Next, this is Simon Harris with Bass. How low can you go?
Bass.
Bass, how low can you go, from Simon Harris there. With sports news, on the 26th of March, Nigel Mansell wins the Brazilian Grand Prix, and on the 10th of April, Nick Faldo becomes the first English winner of the Masters tournament. I'm going to steer clear of football on this particular show for reasons which will be made perfectly clear at the end of the show. This is a light-hearted show, and I don't want to bring anybody down, and I also don't want to give the year away too early. I'm sure you'll understand. So we're going to skip on to the London Underground. On the 20th of April is at virtual standstill for a day, as most of the workers go on strike in protest against plans for driver-only operated trains. Now, that one rings a bell. I'm sure if you've been a Southern customer over the last 18 months or so, you'll probably agree with me. The next track on my list is the B-52s and Rome.
Oh,
I didn't know that tune. That was Rome by the B-52s. On the 4th of May, Margaret Thatcher completes 10 years as Prime Minister, the first British PM of the 20th century to do so. What else? Walsall Dean Lodge in West Yorkshire enters the UK weather records with the highest 120-minute total rainfall at 193 millimetres. As of July 2006, this record still stands. And what else? Oh, I don't know. So there's so much boring political stuff. Do you know what? We're going to have some more music. This is Honesty, 69 and French Kiss. That'll do on that one. The Princess of Wales opens the landmark AIDS centre, a day centre for people with AIDS and HIV in London on the 25th of July of my chosen year. And on the 1st of August, Charlotte Hughes of Mask by the Sea in Cleveland, believed to be the oldest living person in England, celebrates her 112th birthday. Bon Jovi next, and I'll be there for you.
Guess this time you're really leaving. I heard your suitcase say goodbye.
Bon Jovi, I'll be there for you. You're listening to Radio Lewis, where the music matters. This is Guess the Year, the Just for Fun memory and music and trivia quiz. And I'm Ben Fuller. Let's keep the music going now. This is Cher, If I Could Turn Back Time.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you, and you'd stay. I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride's like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound sometimes. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you. You'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, my world was shattered, I was torn apart. Like someone took a knife and drove it deep in my heart. You walked out that door, I swore that I didn't care. But I lost everything, darling, there and there. Too strong to tell you I was sorry. Too proud to tell you I was wrong. I know that I was blind. And darling, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you, and you'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, oh, baby. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry. Oh, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way,
Cher there, If I Could Turn Back Time. I said earlier that March had a lot of public transport accidents. August was no different. A train derailed near West Ealing Station in London, but all the passengers escaped without serious injuries. And there was the Marchioness, a pleasure cruiser on the Thames, collided with a barge. That one did kill 51 people. The Betts Hangar colliery in Kent closes, signalling the end of the Kent coalfield after 93 years. The National Trust house at Up Ark in West Sussex is severely damaged by fire. And Buckingham Palace confirms that the Princess Royal and Captain Mark Phillips are separating after 16 years of marriage. And electronic tagging is introduced by police forces up and down the country to monitor and supervise crime suspects. Crowded House now with Into Temptation.
You opened up your door. I couldn't believe my luck. You in your new blue dress, taking away my breath. The cradle is soft and warm. I couldn't do me no harm. You're showing me how to give into temptation, knowing full well the earth will rebel. Into temptation, muddled of nervous words. Never amount to betrayal. Sentence is all my own, and the price is to watch it fail. As I turn to go, you looked at me for half a second with an open invitation for me to go into temptation, knowing full well the earth will rebel. Into temptation, safe in the wide open arms of hell. Can go sailing in, climb down, lose yourself when you linger long into temptation, right where you belong. To get no sleep in the last slow hours of morning. Experience is cheap. I should have listened to the warning, but the cradle is soft and warm. Temptation, knowing full well the earth will rebel. Into your wide open arms, no way to break this spell. Break this spell. Don't tell.
Into Temptation by Crowded House. Now we'll look at some of the technology appearing in my chosen year. The first of 24 satellites of the Global Positioning System is placed into orbit. Nintendo begins selling the Game Boy in Japan. Voyager 2 passes the planet Neptune and its moon Triton and sends pictures back to Earth for the first time. And the first release of Microsoft Office happened in my chosen year. A bundle of Microsoft Office applications. There we are. Dire Straits now, and Money for Nothing. Dire Straits there, Money for Nothing. Some of the movies that were released in my chosen year, there's some good ones. Batman, starring Michael Keaton, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Lethal Weapon 2, Twins, Back to the Future 2, Ghostbusters 2, The Little Mermaid, Driving Miss Daisy, The Dead Poet Society. The second of the Timothy Dalton Bond movies, License to Kill, was released. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, My Left Foot, and When Harry Met Sally, and only one item on the site I'm looking at for popular culture. The first episodes of The Simpsons were shown. More music now. This is the Fine Young Cannibals and Good Thing. Good thing from the Fine Young Cannibals there. The World Wrestling Federation holds its first UK event at the London Arena on the 10th of October, my chosen year. Into November, and the Ford Motor Company takes over Jaguar in a £1.6 billion deal. And I can't find a date on this one, but proceedings in the House of Commons are televised for the very first time. Something from Guns N' Roses now, and Patience.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
shed a tear 'cause I'm missing you. I'm still alright to smile. Girl, I think about you every day now. Was a time when I wasn't sure, but you set my mind at ease. There is no doubt you're in my heart now. Said woman, take it slow, it'll work itself out fine. All we need is just a little patience. Said sugar, make it slow, and we come together fine. All we need is just a little patience. Sit here on the stairs, 'cause I'd rather be alone. If I can't have you right now, I'll wait, dear. Sometimes I get so tense, but I can't speed up the time. But you know, love, there's one more thing to consider. Said woman, take it slow, things will be just fine. You and I'll just use a little patience. Said sugar, take the time, 'cause the lights are shining bright. You and I've got what it takes to make it. We won't fake it. I'll never break it, 'cause I can't take it.
Guns N' Roses there, and Patience. Now, back to the one I didn't want to mention earlier on. I really do have to. And that is, of course, the 15th of April and the Hillsborough disaster at Sheffield, which eventually killed 96 people. But it still hasn't been resolved, so I didn't want to bring that up just as a piece of trivia. And of course that means that the year was 1989. You've been listening to Radio Lewis, where the music matters. This has been Guess the Year. I've been Ben Fuller. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to leave you now with Dusty Springfield, and Nothing Has Been Proved.
Radio Lewis. Local community webcasting.